Alright folks, welcome to the Hansi Flick Volume 3. It's here. In this tutorial, I will cover the individual training for every Barca player in the game, including the Masia Players I have already created and will create in the future. So yes, this video is long because it includes the most prominent lads from Masia, so I have provided timestamps in case you just want to focus on the players that you have, are not interested in Masia Players, or you want to exclude players that you're going to sell anyways. In Volume 1, I provided a guide on where to position each player on the pitch, but now I will teach you how to develop these roles throughout their careers to optimize their growth based on their playstyle in real life and positions highlighted in Volume 1. I'm going to be covering their primary, secondary, third, fourth, even if they have a fifth role as you saw in Volume 1, and I will also include a monthly rotation development plan. So what is the monthly rotation development plan? This is how to rotate each role on a monthly basis to optimize their growth in line with their strength in real life and how Hansi Flick uses them in his system found in Volume 1. Here you can see an example of one. In our previous tactic videos, we pulled over 28,000 views with over 645 likes, which is amazing considering it was a year ago and we had a much smaller audience. So here's the deal, if we hit 50 likes and 15 comments on this video, I will drop Volume 4 right away, even if it happens today. So let's get the momentum going with the 50 likes and 15 comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on Volume 4. It's already done. It's up to you when it drops. Now, tips for this tutorial. Make sure you have Volume 2 set up because without it, the development plans will level up at a much slower pace. Volume 2 setup accelerates the development of their player roles and makes them play more like they do under Hansi Flick in real life. For young players still developing, once we achieve all the roles, we will still use balanced growth in the monthly rotation development plan because this helps continue developing their strengths while also ensuring they become versatile and don't stagnate in other areas. You will see examples of this throughout the tutorial. Only one role can have a plus, and that's going to be their primary role. When you already have a primary role at plus, when rotating the monthly rotation development plan, for the secondary or third role, if you get a notification and they're eligible for a plus, do not apply it. The plus must always go to the primary role. In fact, we even use non-plus roles in the monthly plan just to boost certain attributes without giving them the plus. Some players have already up to 3 roles with 1 plus. If needed, because the game got it wrong, we will change the default roles and reallocate them correctly to not only reflect the player's real-life playstyle, but to also match the ones that we already established in Volume 1 in Hansi Flick Tactics. If you develop, for example, Koundé as a right back, fullback plus, then change his primary position, for example here to a CDM, we will not be doing this to Koundé, it's just an example. It will not affect his primary role, which is a right back, fullback plus. So most of the time, we're going to be developing the primary role first and changing their position temporarily to add new ones, but rest assured this will not affect the player's primary role. Lastly, if there's some things you didn't understand what I'm talking about, don't worry, this is actually very easy. You're gonna see it visually, I'm just preparing you. So with that said, let's get into it, let's get started. Okay, let's get this going. First, you gotta be under squad, development plan, and let's go. SZCZESNY. His primary role is goalkeeper plus. So the first thing you want to do is select goalkeeper. Once he develops the goalkeeper plus, his secondary role is going to be sweeper keeper plus. Although he's not a sweeper keeper in real life, I do believe this is the reason you haven't seen him play at all. He's most likely developing a sweeper keeper kind of role so he can fit it into the Hansi Flick high defensive line. Now for his monthly rotation development plan, since he is 34 years old, you can see here he levels down in 51 weeks. But if we keep rotating him between sweeper keeper and goalkeeper, it's going to actually stagnate his leveling down, which is a good thing. That happens to some people when they're past their prime. You're going to rotate him 2 to 3 months on goalkeeper plus. Although he's done developing, you can see there's the neutral symbol for each of those categories. This will stagnate his strength for longer periods of time. So after 2 to 3 months, what you're going to do is then switch him to sweeper keeper plus for 1 month so we can stagnate his reflexes and goalkeeping positioning, and then you're going to go back and rotate him 2 to 3 months again as goalkeeper. We're not going to be using balance in this rotation. Next on the list is Ter Stegen. He's already a sweeper keeper plus plus, so his primary role is now complete. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give him his secondary role as a goalkeeper plus. Once this is complete, you're gonna get a notification saying Ter Stegen has now developed goalkeeper plus. You do wanna apply the goalkeeper plus, and when you get the notification for the second plus, do not accept it. We're never gonna convert him to a goalkeeper plus plus because that's his secondary role. You always want the primary role to have the plus plus. Once that's done, you're gonna switch back to sweeper keeper, and then his development plan is gonna be 2 to 3 months as a sweeper keeper plus plus, 1 month as goalkeeper plus. But in this case, that's why you gotta go case by case. It will take him 160 weeks to level down, so we will be rotating him 1 month on balance. Once he's complete with the 1 month in balance, rinse and repeat. PENA. Although he's already a goalkeeper plus, that's actually his secondary role. His primary role is actually a sweeper keeper. He has been the starter ever since Ter Stegen got injured, and he's been playing sweeper keeper. So you're gonna actually develop him as a sweeper keeper plus, and then a plus plus. And that's gonna be his primary role, and goalkeeper will be his secondary role. For his monthly rotation development plan, 2 to 3 months as a sweeper keeper plus plus, 1 month as a goalkeeper plus. And since he's young, you wanna also develop the other aspects. You're gonna have him 1 month as balance. Astralaga. Okay, the same thing with Astralaga. He already has goalkeeper plus, so you don't have to develop his secondary position. He is more of a sweeper keeper than a goalkeeper. So we're gonna develop his sweeper keeper as his primary role. So you're gonna keep it on sweeper keeper until he has the plus plus. And for his development plan, it's gonna be 2 to 3 months as sweeper keeper, 1 month as goalkeeper, and 1 month as balance. And then you're gonna rinse and repeat. Gerard Martin. So you're going to develop his primary role as a fullback plus plus. Once this is complete, his secondary role is going to be a defender plus. And for his development plan, it's going to be 2 to 3 months on left back, fullback plus plus. It's going to be 1 month for center back defender plus, and it's going to be 1 month on balance. BALDE. So his primary role is going to be a left back, attacking wing back. So you want to get that plus plus first. For his secondary role, it's already developed, so no need to give him the plus for left back, wing back. But for his third role, he actually does cut inside every now and then, so you want to develop those skills. You're going to develop a 1 plus for false back. His development plan will be 2 to 3 months on left back, attacking wing back plus plus, 1 month on left back, wing back plus, and 1 month on left back, false back plus. And then you're going to do 1 month on balance. Alex Valle. Now, I know in the game he's going to be on loan, but I called him back just so we could do this exercise. His primary role is going to be left back, wing back plus. He already has 1, so let's go ahead and go for the second plus because that's going to be his primary. For his secondary role, it's going to be left back, full back plus, so you want to get that 1 plus. And his third role is going to be a left midfielder, wide playmaker plus, which he already has. His monthly plan is going to be 2 to 3 months on left back, wing back plus plus, 1 month as left back, full back plus, and then 1 month as left midfielder, wide playmaker plus, and then you're gonna do 1 month as balanced. Sergi Dominguez. His primary role is going to be a CB defender plus, so give him the plus plus. His secondary role will be a ball playing defender plus. Now for his third role, first you're going to want to develop him as a left back. I know it says it's going to take 113 weeks. Remember, if you apply the coaches in volume 2, that would greatly reduce this number. Plus, if you mix in match experience and have better form, I think it is worth going for it. I think you can get that probably down to 30 to 40 weeks, something like that. Once you're done developing him as a left back, his third role is going to be a left back, full back plus. When you complete that, train him back as a center back. Once all of that is complete, his development plan is going to be 2 to 3 months as a CB defender plus plus, 1 month as a CB ball playing defender plus, 1 month as a left back full back plus, and then you're going to have him train 1 month as balanced. Andres Cuenca. Primary role is going to be a ball playing defender plus plus. Secondary role is going to be a CB stopper plus. Third, you're going to want to train him as a right back. Yes, he does do that in real life. Of course, it says 59 weeks, but that's going to be cut down if you do development bonus, XP, form. Totally worth it. Once he's trained as a right back, you're going to want to give him the right back, full back plus. After you have completed that, his development plan is going to be 2 to 3 months as a CB ball playing defender plus plus, 1 month month as a stopper plus, 1 month as a right back fullback plus, and then you're going to do 1 month as balanced. Inigo Martinez. His primary role is going to be a CB ball playing defender, so give him the plus there. Secondary role is going to be a CB defender plus, which he already has. Okay, for his development plan, we're going to have 2 to 3 months as a ball playing defender plus, 1 month as a defender plus, and you're going to have 1 month for balance. Andreas Christensen. Okay, for his primary role, he already has 1 plus here, so get a double plus on the ball playing defender. His secondary role already has a plus on defender CB, so that's all good. He also already has his third role, which is a CB stopper plus. Now, I know in Volume 1, his third position is CM holding, but I did take this into account in his development plan. It's going to be 2 months on CB ball playing defender plus, 1 month as defender plus, 1 month as a stopper plus, and then we're going to do 1 month on CDM holding midfielder. Remember, no plus on this one. And then he's going to do 1 month as balanced. One final note on Christensen, I didn't suggest training him as a CM holding because it would take around 300 weeks. Really not worth it considering his age. But training him that 1 month as a CDM holding midfielder is still going to develop his skills to play that role in the Hansi Flick system as a CM. And I think this is realistic because if we put him into the Volume 1 Hansi Flick system, he's going to get a -11 as a CM holding. See it right there. And I do think this is fair because it's not his natural position. He's most likely not going to play that this year. Remember, Hansi Flick does not use a holding midfielder, a single pivot, and this would give him a 72 overall as a deep line defended midfielder. And that's even higher than the natural Bernal, who has a 71 at that position. And yes, this is the upgraded stats version of Marc Bernal. There's a playlist for all the Barca players' updated stats and the created players in the video description. And also, even though he's at a -11, if we go and take a look at the calendar, we're only on day 1. As soon as you apply the coaching developments from Volume 2 and the development plan that we just went over in Volume 3, it's gonna get lower than a -11. So it's all good, man. Eric Garcia. His primary role is going to be a CB ball playing defender plus, so make sure you get that double plus. He already has his secondary, which is stopper plus. And for his third role, we're going to do the same exact thing we did with Christensen. His third role is going to be a CDM holding plus. So his development plan goes as such. It's going to be 2 to 3 months as a ball playing defender plus. It's going to be 1 month as a stopper plus, and then it's going to be 1 month as a CDM holding plus. And finally, you're going to train him 1 month as balanced. Ronald Araujo. So his primary role is going to be a defender plus. Secondary role he already has. It's a CB stopper plus. For his third role, you're going to want to develop the right back fullback plus. His development program is going to be 2 to 3 months as a defender plus. It's going to be 1 month as a stopper plus, and then you're going to do 1 month as a right back fullback plus. After that, you're going to develop him 1 month as balanced. Pau Cubarsí. This one's a little bit complicated because although he is known as a build-up defender, he's quite aggressive as a stopper too. But since we have to pick, I'm going to go with his primary role as a ball-playing defender plus. So make sure you develop that second plus first. He already has his secondary role as a stopper plus. Now, he does have 1 plus on CB defender, but I actually don't consider this important in his development plan, so I'm going to exclude it. But it's good to have just in case, you know. Might be late in the game and you're trying to hold a 1-goal lead. Maybe you want to switch him to a defender plus. But his development plan is going to be 2 to 3 months as a CB ball playing defender plus, 1 month as a stopper plus, 1 month as a balance. Jules Koundé. So he has right back, fullback, plus already. I think this is actually wrong because he actually does push forward and he connects with LAMINE YAMAL a lot. I actually consider this his third role. And also the false back plus is also incorrect. He doesn't cut inside, guys. So the correct way would be to develop his primary role as a right back, wing back, plus. For his secondary role, he already has it. It's a CB ball playing defender plus. That would mean his development plan would be right back, wing back, plus for 2 to 3 months, CB ball playing defender plus for 1 month, right back, fullback plus for 1 month, and finally 1 month for balance. Hector Fort. His primary position is a right back, fullback, plus. His second role, he already has it, which is a CB defender plus. Then you're going to train him as a left back. It's only going to take 2 weeks. Once he is a left back, you're going to develop his third role, which is a left back, wing back plus. When that is complete, you're going to train him back to a right back. And his development plan is going to be 2 to 3 months as a right back, full back plus, 1 month as a center back defender plus, then 1 month as a left back, wing back plus. Finally, you're going to train him for balanced for 1 month. Marc Bernal. His primary position is going to be not a CDM, but a CM deep line playmaker. So make sure you get the double plus first. He already has his second role, which is CDM holding plus. For his third role, you're going to develop him as a CM box-to-box plus. So his development plan, 2 to 3 months as a CM deep line playmaker plus. Then a CDM holding midfielder plus for 1 month. Then you're going to do 1 month as a CM box-to-box plus. And then finally, you're going to train him 1 month as balanced. Marc Casado. Marc Casado is literally playing Marc Bernal's position, so their training is exactly the same. They have the same roles. Actually, Hansi Flick's going to be able to rotate between Marc Bernal and Casado. So his primary role is going to be CM deep line playmaker plus. I'm going to go ahead and get that started. He already has his secondary role, which is CDM holding plus. He also already has his third role, which is CM box-to-box plus. His training program is going to be 2 to 3 months as CM deep line playmaker plus, 1 month as CDM holding plus, and then 1 month as CM box-to-box plus. Finally, you're going to do 1 month as balance. Ruben Lopez. So his first role is going to be a CM playmaker plus. So let's get started with that. He already has his secondary role, which is CM box-to-box plus. His third role, you're going to develop CM half winger plus. So his monthly plan is going to be 2 to 3 months as a CM playmaker plus, 1 month as a CM box-to-box plus, and then 1 month as a CM half winger plus, and then 1 month as balanced. Frankie de Jong. Frankie already has his primary role, which is CM playmaker plus. Since he's not a single pivot, we're actually going to get rid of his CDM holding plus. His secondary role is actually going to be a CM deep line playmaker plus. His third role, you're going to develop his CM box-to-box plus. So his development plan is going to be 2 to 3 months as a CM playmaker plus, 1 month as a deep line playmaker plus, and 1 month as a CM box-to-box plus. And then you're going to do 1 month as balanced. Pedri. Now his primary role is going to be a CM box-to-box plus. His secondary role is, he already has it, which is CM playmaker plus. We're going to get rid of his third role, left wing wide playmaker plus. You're going to train for his third role, which is attacking midfielder cam. It's going to take 14 weeks. Of course, once you apply form, match XP, and development bonus, that's going to be reduced. Once he has this cam role, you're going to train his third role to be a cam advanced playmaker. So that's cam playmaker plus. This is when you want to put him behind the striker as a number 10 that he sometimes does. Once that's done, you're going to train back to his main position, which is the CM. Now, his development plan goes as such. It's going to be 2 months on CM box-to-box plus. It's going to only be 2 months on purpose. It's going to be 1 month as a CM playmaker plus. Then it's going to be 1 month cam playmaker plus. Then you're going to train him 1 month as a CM deep line playmaker. Do not add the plus. You just want to put it into the rotation because every now and then he actually does play the position of Marc Bernal or Casal, and he's actually done it quite well. And then finally, you're going to train him 1 month as balanced. GAVI. You're going to develop his primary role as a CM box-to-box plus. His second role, you're going to want to develop him as a CM playmaker plus. Then we're going to get rid of this CM half winger plus. We're also going to get rid of this left wing wide playmaker plus because the following, his third role, is going to cover both of those. So what you're going to do is you're going to train him as an attacking midfielder cam. Once he has cam, develop him as a cam half winger plus. Once you're done with that, you're going to train him back to a CM because you want his primary position to be a CM box-to-box plus. His development plan goes as such. 2 months as a CM box-to-box plus, 1 month as a CM playmaker plus, 1 month as a cam half winger plus, and then we're going to train him 1 month as a left wing inside forward, but don't give him the plus. We just want to develop these specific attributes because he plays a false left wing inside forward. Finally, he's going to train 1 month as balanced. Fermin Lopez. As you can see, his main position is CM, but he also has cam. In real life, he's placed mostly behind the striker, and in our Hansi Flick Volume 1 Tactics, that position we set up as a cam, not a CM. So what I would do first, switch his main position to an attacking midfielder cam. It's only going to take 2 weeks. Then I would make his primary role a cam advanced playmaker plus. His secondary role should be a cam shadow striker plus. This will develop his finishing, acceleration, and shot power. His third role is going to be a left wing inside forward plus. And his training development goes as such: 2 to 3 months as a cam playmaker plus, 1 month as a cam shadow striker plus, 1 month as a left wing inside forward plus, and then 1 month as balance, rinse and repeat. Rafinha. If you followed my suggestion in the Rafinha updated stats and kit video, you should already have him trained as a cam. I did this because it would take him way too long to train as a cam, and given that he's already 27 years old, you don't want to spend like 2 years training him as a cam. That stagnates his other areas. So if you did do that, train his main position to be a left wing forward. It's only going to take 2 weeks. After that, his primary position is going to be a left wing inside forward. He already has 1+, get the double plus. His secondary role is going to be a cam playmaker plus. His third role, he already has it. It's a right wing forward wide playmaker plus. His training plan: 2 to 3 months as a left wing inside forward plus, 1 month as a cam playmaker plus, 1 month as a right wing forward wide playmaker plus, and 1 month is balance. Dani Olmo. His first role is going to be a cam shadow striker plus. He already has 1. His secondary role is going to be a cam playmaker plus, which he already has. Now, his third role, you don't want to train him as a left wing forward because it's going to take 107 weeks, but you can still play him there. I do it. He plays just fine. He actually doesn't get a point reduction, but you can develop the skills for a left wing forward using his third role as a cam half winger plus. Once this is done, his development plan goes as such: 2 to 3 months as a cam shadow striker plus, 1 month as a cam advanced playmaker plus, 1 month as a cam half winger plus, and then 1 month as balanced. ANSU FATI. Now for him, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to train him as a left wing forward as his primary position first. It's only going to take 2 weeks. His primary position should not be a cam. Once that is complete, you're going to develop his primary role as an inside forward plus. For his secondary role, he already has it. It's the cam shadow striker plus. Now for his third role, we're going to remove this cam playmaker plus, and we're actually going to give it to the striker poacher plus. His development plan goes as such: 2 to 3 months as a left wing forward inside forward plus, 1 month as a cam shadow striker plus, 1 month as a striker poacher plus, 1 month as balanced. Paulo Torre. Now, his primary position is going to be a cam playmaker plus. He already has 1+. His secondary role is going to be a cam shadow striker plus, which he already has. Now, for his third role, let's take away his LM wide playmaker plus, and instead we're going to give it to CM box to box plus. That's going to be his third role. When you're done with that, we're going to train him for an extra position, the left wing forward. It's going to take less than 10 weeks. Once this is done, train him back as a cam as his main position. His development plan goes as such: 2 months as a cam playmaker plus, 1 month as a cam shadow striker plus, 1 month as a CM box to box plus, 1 month as a left wing forward wide playmaker, but do not give him the plus. You just want to train him for the attributes, and then 1 month as balanced. Ferran Torres. The first thing you want to do is develop him as an attacking midfielder cam. This will only take 2 weeks. Then train him back to his main position, that's going to be a left wing forward. His primary role is going to be a left wing inside forward plus. He already has 1. His secondary role he already has, it's right wing inside forward plus. For his third role, give him striker advanced forward plus. His development plan rotation is going to be 2 to 3 months as a left wing inside forward plus. Since right wing forward inside forward plus are the same attributes as left wing forward inside forward, skip it on the monthly plan. Instead, you follow up with 1 month striker advanced forward plus. Then you're going to train him 1 month as a cam shadow striker, but don't give him the plus. He already has 3 roles with a plus. You can't do a 4th, but you can still develop those attributes. Finally, you're going to do 1 month as balanced. LAMINE YAMAL. His primary position is going to be a right wing inside forward plus plus. He already has one. His secondary role will be right wing forward winger plus. He already has it. He also already has his third role, which is a right wing forward inside forward plus. His training plan goes as such: 2 to 3 months as a right wing forward inside forward plus plus, 1 month as a right wing forward winger plus. Since his left wing forward inside forward plus are the same attributes as the right wing forward inside forward plus, skip this on the monthly, and instead we're going to do 1 month balance. Robert Lewandowski, we're going to remove his striker false 9 plus plus. He no longer has the legs for this anymore. He did this last year and failed under Xavi to do this. Instead, we're going to make his primary role a striker advanced forward plus plus. For his secondary role, we're going to develop striker target forward plus. And for his third role, we're going to develop striker poacher plus. His development plan is going to go as such. You're going to develop 2 months as a striker advanced forward plus, and then 1 month as balanced. The reason I didn't add his secondary or third roles to his development program is because of his age. We want to focus to stagnate his main role and try to balance out all his other attributes. Pau Victor, his primary role is going to be a striker advanced forward plus plus. He already has one, but since it's going to take 107 weeks to get his second plus, before you get the plus plus, let's actually develop his secondary and third positions first. That's going to take a shorter amount of time. That's going to be left wing forward. That's only going to take 2 weeks, and then you're going to train him as a right wing forward. That's only going to take 2 weeks. Once you're done with that, you're going to train him back as a striker. Then you're going to go for that striker advanced forward plus plus. Because we gave him left wing forward, he's going to be able to train his secondary role as an inside forward plus. And for some reason, they gave him a cam playmaker plus. This is incorrect. For his third role, we're actually going to develop cam shadow striker plus. His development plan is going to be 2 to 3 months as a striker advanced forward plus plus, 1 month as a left wing forward inside forward plus, 1 month as a cam shadow striker plus. We don't train right wing forward inside striker because we're already training left wing forward inside forward plus, and those are the same attributes. So we skip that, and instead we're going to train him 1 month balance. Victor Roque. We're actually going to replace his striker poacher plus because his primary role is going to be striker advanced forward plus plus. His secondary role is going to be a striker target forward plus. For his third role, we're going to develop his left wing forward inside forward plus. His development plan is 2 to 3 months as a striker advanced forward plus plus, 1 month as a striker target forward plus, 1 month as a left wing forward inside forward plus, and 1 month is balanced. Okay, from this moment forward, the players I'm going to cover, you're going to have to create them. They're mostly La Masia players. You can find that playlist in the video description. Let's start with Toni Fernandez. So I created him as a right wing forward, but he's actually described as an offensive all-rounder. So it's difficult to say if his main position is striker, right wing forward, or shadow striker. So what I would do is train him as a right wing inside forward plus. For now, let's not give him the plus plus. Then I would train him as a striker. It does say it's going to take 62 weeks, but as I've mentioned, we're on day 1. We haven't implemented the 4 match XP and development bonus yet. That's going to greatly reduce these weeks. Once he's a striker, let's keep his main position as a striker. And we're going to develop striker advanced forward plus plus as his primary role. His secondary role is going to be striker target forward plus. The third role, remember, we already developed, is his right wing forward inside forward plus. That's why we didn't give him the plus plus. His development program: 2 months as a striker advanced forward plus plus, 1 month as a striker target forward plus, 1 month as a right wing forward inside forward plus, 1 month as a right wing forward winger. Remember, no plus, we're already using 3, and then 1 month as balanced. Guille Fernandez. His primary role is going to be a CM playmaker plus plus. His secondary role is going to be a CM box to box plus. Then train him to be an attacking midfielder cam. It's only going to take 2 weeks. While he's a cam, go ahead and train his third role, which is a cam playmaker plus. Then train him back as a center midfielder, which is his primary position, plus plus, which at this point he should already have. His development plan: 2 to 3 months as a CM playmaker plus plus, 1 month as a CM box to box plus, 1 month as a cam playmaker plus, and 1 month as balanced. QUIM JUNYENT. His primary role is going to be a CM Playmaker plus. His secondary role is going to be a CM box-to-box plus. His third role is going to be a CM Holding plus. His development plan is going to be 2 to 3 months as a CM Playmaker plus, 1 month as a CM box-to-box plus, and 1 month as CM Holding plus, and finally 1 month as balance. Now for the following players, I haven't created them yet, but I did do their development plan and roles. Let's start with Unai Hernandez. His primary role is going to be a CM Playmaker plus. Then train him as a cam, it should only take 2 weeks. Then train him as a left wing forward, it should only take 4 weeks. Now train him back as a center midfielder, that's his main position. Now we're going to develop his secondary role, which is a cam Playmaker plus. Then we're going to develop his third role, which is a left wing forward, inside forward plus. The development plan is 2 to 3 months as CM Playmaker plus, 1 month as cam Playmaker plus, 1 month as left wing forward, inside forward plus, and 1 month as balanced. Noah Darvic, his primary role is going to be a cam Playmaker plus. Then train him as a CM and develop CM box-to-box plus as his secondary role. Then train him back as a cam Playmaker plus, his main position. And his third role is going to be a CM Playmaker plus. His development plan is going to be 2 to 3 months as a cam Playmaker plus, 1 month as a CM box-to-box plus, 1 month as a CM Playmaker plus, and then finally 1 month as balanced. Aziz Issa, his primary role is going to be a cam Playmaker plus. Then you're going to train him as a CM. While he's a CM, train his second role as a CM half winger plus. Then train his third role as a CM box-to-box plus. Then train him back as a cam Playmaker plus, which is his primary position. His development plan is 2 to 3 months as a cam Playmaker plus, 1 month as a CM half winger plus, 1 month as a CM box-to-box plus, and 1 month as balanced. Pau Prim, his primary role is going to be a CM box-to-box plus. His secondary role is going to be a CM Holding plus, and his third role is going to be a CM Playmaker plus. His development plan is going to be 2 months as a CM box-to-box plus, 1 month as a CM Holding plus, 1 month as a CM Playmaker plus, and 1 month as a CM half winger. He doesn't play this position, but it gets him the attributes you need because of his versatility style when playing box to box. And finally, you're going to train him 1 month as balanced. ALEIX Garrido, primary role CM Playmaker plus. Then train him as a cam and give him cam Playmaker plus. Then train him back as a CM Playmaker plus, which is his main position. And his third role is going to be CM box-to-box plus. He doesn't play this often, but once in a while he does. Plus, you want those attributes. His development plan, 2 to 3 months as a CM Playmaker plus, 1 month as a cam Playmaker plus, 1 month as a CM box-to-box plus, and then finally 1 month as balanced. Danny Rodriguez, his primary role is left wing forward, inside forward plus. Then train as a cam and give him cam shadow striker plus. Train him back to his left wing forward main position, then develop his third role, which is right wing inside forward plus. Now we're going to train him 3 months. This is specific for left wing forward, inside forward plus, 1 month as a cam shadow striker plus. We're skipping the right wing inside forward plus because it's already covered in the left wing forward, inside forward plus. It's the same attributes. Instead, we're going to train him 1 month as balance. Juan Hernandez, his primary role is a left back, wing back plus. His secondary role is left back, full back plus. His third role is left back, attacking wing back plus. His development plan, 2 to 3 months on left back, wing back plus, 1 month as left back, full back plus, 1 month as left back, attacking wing back plus, and then 1 month as balance. Aaron, his primary role is goalkeeper, sweeper, keeper plus. His secondary role is goalkeeper plus. His development plan is 2 to 3 months as a goalkeeper, sweeper, keeper plus, 1 month as a goalkeeper plus, and then 1 month as balance. KOCHEN, primary role is goalkeeper plus. His secondary role is sweeper, keeper plus. His development plan is 2 to 3 months as goalkeeper plus, 1 month as sweeper, keeper plus, and then 1 month as balance. A very special shout out to all the staff members and mods. Super thanks to all my members. Thank you so much for your help. If you want to become a member, you can do so in the video description. It's just 1 click away, guys. That goes a very long way to help this channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying the love and effort I put into this series, please show your appreciation by leaving a nice comment and liking the video. On the lower left, you will find Volume 1. On the lower right, you will find Volume 2. And on the upper right, you will find Volume 4. See you soon and take care.